Hokies take down Duke for a third consecutive year here in Blacksburg, and in the process set a program record for ACC wins with their 11th. We're now joined by head coach Buzz Williams, making his way out of what was, I'd have to imagine, an exuberant Virginia Tech locker room. And Coach, let's start obviously with congratulations on the performance tonight. It seemed like such a balanced performance with everyone in the program doing what they were supposed to do, but I want to start with the resilience your team showed coming into this game and then throughout the course of this game.
I want to say thank you to everybody that listened and the environment in Castle. I didn't say thank you the last time I was supposed to say thank you. And then I thought about tweeting thank you, and I was like, I don't know if that's sincere enough. And that's assuming that everybody's on Twitter. And just I glance at the crowd. Not everybody's on Twitter. But I just want to say thanks. I don't know that I'll articulate much about the game. I think we won the game a long time ago. And what's transpired this month, I think, will scar everyone in our program's heart in a good way. And I think how we've handled all that has transpired is easier because of the results. But as time goes and they get old, they won't remember the score. They won't remember the percentages. They won't remember all the things that we write on the board. But they'll remember the lessons that they learned. And I think that those lessons will permeate their life. And it'll impact their wives and it'll impact their children. I've never been a part of something like this. And I think what I think about, what I write in my journal, what I pray about, is that I don't make it about myself. And that I make sure that as much as they're learning, that I have my eyes and my ears and my heart open to what I'm supposed to be learning. Because all the stuff that's transpiring, it's so much bigger than that. And if we can use this as a microcosm for what was supposed to learn, then in the end it was worth it. But I don't think at any point that there was anybody that was in that group that thought we were going to lose. And I'm not sure that at any point that there was ever a subconscious thought of intimidation. And I think they were very aware of the game plan, which speaks to their IQ. But I think they were very aware of what was transpiring, which speaks to their EQ. There was no bad body language. There was nothing going on that was negative, to the point that in the huddles, we're just all repeating the same thing. It was never a play. It was never something new. It was just rehashing all the stuff that they knew, all the stuff that we know, all the stuff that was a part of the game plan for tonight.
And part of that game plan was take away the transition, which you were able to do.
I thought we did good with that, didn't we?
Yeah, 5 fast break points is all they had. Take care of the ball, only 6 turnovers, just 2 in the second half. Did a great job in that regard. Did a great job of smothering 5 in the first half.
Yeah, he scored the last basket, didn't he?
Well, he had right. That was his first field.
That was his first,
goal,
yeah.
And only field goal in the first half.
I thought they started the second half burn up well, and we did a poor job of the game plan. One of our 6 turnovers was the shot clock violation. I think the first maybe since we've been here. I was completely okay with it because it's a spot throw in and it's our defense is set. One of the turnovers was the last possession of our first half when we called timeout.
Yep.
So that was 2 of the 6. I just thought they played with incredible poise. I thought that we got to the bonus quickly. in the second half. I thought that was really important. 23 free throw makes. I think we've had one with 24 this year, maybe. Wow.
Coach, I struggled to kind of individually identify anybody because, like I said,
that's the best part. KJ, he's not one of the best players in the ACC. Please quit limiting our guys just because you didn't know their last name and they walk funny. Let's not do that anymore. And 5 is the all-time leader in assist in the history, 111 years at Virginia Tech. And at some point, they'll hang his jersey in the rafters. And he, for sure, makes the game much, much easier for everyone who has played with him, whether they're on this team or the previous 3 teams. But at some point, the other guys, you don't know their names, Google it. And at some point, somebody has to say, I don't know which one it is. It must be all of them because the sum is bigger than the parts. So when you don't know what to say, not you, when you don't know what to say, just say Virginia Tech basketball. Don't say Buzz. Don't say KJ. Don't say Kill. Don't say, well, 5's hurt. Don't say any of that. Just say, please, one time. We'll record it and replay it. Just one time. Virginia Tech basketball. It's not me. It's not K. It's not 5. It's not Nikhil. It's everybody. And them having the courage to do what we're asking them to do, believing in what we're asking them to do, and kind of like the game you played in first grade, Red Rover, and everybody's holding on and ain't nobody busting through. That's what we're playing. But nobody's going to say it, and that's okay, because the hard way is the right way, and the right way is the hard way.
Well, we're going to say it, and we're going to say it loudly here. And, Coach, another anomaly in this game that I thought kind of identified what you're discussing is I know you've had games where you've led wire to wire, so therefore you've led at every ATO, but not in a game like this where there was 14 lead changes. You led at every ATO in the game, and I felt like that said something about the guys and the way that they just structured things. They never let them get on a prolonged momentum-building run. Yeah,
for sure. I thought there in the first half we gave them some free throws there, and that maybe it was right after the last ATO. They gobbled up some points on the free throw line. I thought they started the second half when we weren't bad. We just weren't good enough to beat a national championship team with multiple NBA early entry picks. And you can't do that. You can't give those possessions away. I thought we responded out of the timeouts really well. When we subbed Ty back in with 4 fouls, when we called the second to last timeout, I guess I saved the last one. So the last timeout we called, Ty hit the corner 3. It was his first touch after being on the bench. I thought Beatty played with as good a poise and drive for the right things as he's had since he's been here.
And Med kind of set the tone in the first half. It seemed like he got off such a good start, 9 of the first 14 points. He really just played well in all aspects, like he always does.
Well, in February, Med's shooting 25% prior to tonight. And I told him, I said, hey, man, you're shooting 25%. And I ain't ever taking you out of the game. Because if I had to bet on somebody, I'm betting with you. And I don't love you any different if you make all of them or if you miss all of them. You're my guy through and through, and I'm riding with you. I don't care if you make it or not. But if you make it, don't celebrate. And if you miss it, don't put your head down. He's become an above-average defender. Yeah. And there's no question he's the hardest-playing dude.
The way he gets ahead of that pack, man, it's amazing, isn't it?
It just hit. When I'm watching him, and it's because of my relationship with him and the recruiting and my relationship with his mom, when I'm watching him, it's like I can see his heart beating and I can see the blood flowing through him. And it's all about the right stuff.
77-72 is the final. Coach, it was a year ago tonight. You sat here and you ended our interview and you said, we're going. Mama, yeah. Mama's right here again. We'll give you the last word as always.
Yeah. 5 years ago, it was 77-77, 4.5 seconds left. Year one, Satchel, Paige Pierce, Jalen Hudson, Will Johnston, Christian Byer, Devin Wilson. Side out of bounds, 4.5 seconds to play. Scrape cut. Throw it to Jalen. Jalen drives it. And unquestionably, he's fouled. The official standing right there. And we lose by 5 in overtime. I didn't go home that night. I went back to the office. I stayed up all night. And I watched that clip every time we play them. And I never tell anybody until right now. Mama doesn't even know. And you know, when I watch it, I'm not mad anymore. I'm thankful that what should have been done wasn't done. Because that's an example of what has transpired, in my opinion, in the program. And that night, there were a lot of royal blue T-shirts in the stands. And now people, because I don't look at my phone on game days, they're texting, "Hey, Coach, you got any tickets?" No, the wagon's full. The wagon's full. Four corners, Coach McGuire, national anthem. It's orange and maroon, and I guess tonight it was white out. So, very thankful.
And now you got a week off.
And that arguably is the best part. It was historical, our 11th ACC win, and we don't play until next Tuesday.
Yeah.
A lot of positives coming out of tonight, to put it mildly. Coach, congratulations, my man. Awesome stuff.
I remember saying that February 26, 2018.
Yep.
Tell Mama we're going dancing.
Yeah, we're going.